Gonna make the world a better place. Gonna make the world a better place. Gonna make the world a better place. Gonna make it home.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. We in the building. We twinning.
Do any of you ladies have spouses that watch what you're wearing first and then change their whole outfit to match you on a daily basis? Just asking.
That clearly is not what happens. The majority of the time, I am dressed first.
And then you change.
And then I will change to match you.
Isn't that what I just said?
It is. I'm sorry. I couldn't have you be right off the top. We just got into the show. We just came back here. What's good, you guys? I'm Dr. Jeremy Cross.
And I'm Dr. Allie Cross.
This is Footprints to Blueprints. We're back in the building. Hey, you know what? Like we were talking when we left off just about husbands and kind of the habits that they had.
Yeah.
And so I was
boy.
I felt like I needed a witness. So I was like, I'm not.
That's awful.
No.
Beef jerky?
Beef jerky. I'm like, I need them to really see how it goes down because you were throwing me under the bus.
In your pocket.
Snackables.
No, this isn't an accurate thing because you're chewing with your mouth closed.
My mouth is closed, guys. No smacking involved, and I get harassed at home.
No, this isn't. I'm going to catch you when you're not paying attention. This is not an accurate.
Completely accurate. What's more crunchy than this little beef jerky over here? You can hear the bag. I think what you hear, you may hear the bag from the snack more than you hear what's coming out of my mouth.
I can already hear the mouth juices, though.
Everyone has saliva, Dr. Allie. It's normal.
Oh, my gosh.
This is just one of the snacks I brought. So we got to go off of that. So I have a list of things.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's see.
I feel like I'm on an interview.
I mean, kind of, because I was like,
We can hear it.
I walked away feeling bad about myself. I was like, dang. I got crushed. Let me go ahead and put these in. This Korean barbecue snack bites.
Yeah, they're good, actually. The kids love them. They call them, what do they call them? Turkey bites or something.
Turkey bites. All right, here we are. I had to ask ChatGPT top 10 things that drive a wife crazy.
Okay.
Number 1, leaving clothes on the floor.
Yes. Do you think you do that?
I think that I leave clothes on the floor near my side of the bed so that I can then put them in the dirty clothes hamper when I walk past it.
Is the rocking chair on your side of the bed?
We just moved the rocking chair out of the room.
Well, what's the chair that's on my side of the bed by the door?
That's the chair in which
our
entire family puts their clothes on because we're like, listen, let's put it there.
I barely put clothes there.
You have clothes there. Well, you have clothes in your closet that's taking up, and no one else is allowed in there. We have no space in your own personal closet.
True.
All right, next thing. Selective hearing. Does that drive you crazy?
Yeah, because you act like I don't tell you things, and I know I tell you things, and it's because you chose to not listen to it. And then you get mad at me because you think that I did not tell you, and then we start having an argument because you think you remember better than I remember, and I know.
Listen,
I've talked to you about it.
I think the issue becomes if you're in the middle of a task and you're focused, you're locked in, and then your wife comes and asks you a question, it is very hard to sidetrack. I mean, I am of the male species. It gets very difficult to multitask at times. And so it's not that I'm choosing not to listen to you. I'm just focused on something else. Okay. Number 3, snoring.
You don't really snore.
I agree with that. I don't really snore. No CPAP for me yet, guys. Okay. Hogging the remote.
No, because we don't really watch TV.
I agree. We don't watch TV. We like to spend a lot of our time outside. So that's a no-go for us.
What you do regarding any devices is we will be scrolling through pictures and I'll show you a picture, like if we're designing something, and you'll take my phone and then you don't give it back because you continue scrolling and you continue looking, and then I have barely even looked at what I was looking at.
If you hand the phone off, that essentially is free range.
For one picture.
Free range. No one just looks at one picture. That's why they have the swipe feature.
I showed you one picture. I wasn't showing you everything that I was searching for.
If you just look at the one picture, you sometimes don't get the full visual of what.
All right, next.
Okay. I feel like forgetting important dates, anniversaries, birthdays, Are there significant dates?
You don't really forget because I plan all the things, so you don't forget because I tell you we're doing things.
I feel like this doesn't happen because I'm usually the one that controls the calendar type of situation. But
It is.
I mean, if I were to control the calendar, you wouldn't be happy with what I put on it. So
That's not true. You surprised me with dates.
that's true. All right, leaving dishes in the sink, leaving dirty dishes instead of putting them in the dishwasher.
Well, we haven't had a dishwasher in 6 months.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
I would say what's more annoying is leaving like empty water bottles around everywhere, or leaving, this is kind of putting you on blast, but your toothpicks everywhere.
My teeth are very close together, and I've flossed multiple times a day
That
because of it.
doesn't mean you can't throw away your toothpicks in the trash.
Listen, my floss sticks are usually on the side where my bed is.
That's not true.
That is 100% true because after I'm done brushing, I floss. And I'm like, man, I want to make sure that I flossed as well as I possibly could. And so I'll walk to bed, I'll be talking to the kids, and I'm flossing, and I finish. And it just so happens that maybe I set it aside on my little bedstand, and it eventually does get thrown away.
By who?
By me.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Number 7, leaving the toilet seat up. I feel like that's like a top 3.
You're
but
good at that.
Yeah, I have all daughters.
Your rebuttal to that whole thing is that.
I'm like,
And can you hear it? I can.
I wonder if we're gonna get comments
Oh, I hope so.
that say I heard
You
this smacking the
will,
whole
because
entire time.
it is. No, what you say is why doesn't the toilet seat just stay up all the time? That's your rebuttal to that whole
I did have a
conversation.
question. No, I did have a question. I'm like, okay. And please leave comments because I just want clarification from the ladies who prefer to have the toilet seat down. Why couldn't it be that after you use the restroom, you put the toilet seat up? Just like when the male uses the restroom, after they pee, they put the toilet seat down. It could be a common courtesy.
Well, when you think about it, when you go both bowel movements and urinate, women, we sit. That's 2 sitting.
True.
So when boys poo and pee, out of the 2, they're sitting one of their 2 times. So 3 out of the 4 times someone's sitting. So why would their toilet seat be up? Especially when you flush. The toilet seat and the cap should be down.
That's a valid point. I agree with that 100%. Because when you flush, everything can spray. And then, I mean, you've seen those nasty things when it talks about.
Do we need to talk about
getting on the
flushing?
toothbrush
Maybe that's
and-
why you just don't move the seats.
Wait, what? Are you trying to say that chat missed one? That flushing should be included?
That you don't flush.
That is not true. That is not true at all. You've got 2 daughters. It's probably them not flushing.
There's no toilet paper in the toilet seat or in the toilet bowl.
That means nothing.
Okay.
It could have dissolved.
Oh, okay.
It could have dissolved. It is not just me. I'm
Sure.
just throwing it out there. Multiple
All right.
people use that. Okay.
Whatever makes you feel better.
All right. This one I'm like, okay. It kind of follows making a mess in the kitchen. I'm like, that's like leaving dishes in the sink. Unless you're cooking and for
No,
whatever
you're
reason-
really good about all of that. You
Yeah.
don't make whatever you do, you clean up. You are the dishwasher. I cook dinner and you clean up. So
Okay.
that's not.
taking forever to get ready.
No, but you are notoriously the last one to get out of the house.
That's because I want to make sure that my family gets ready first. Just in case I need to change clothes
I think
to
we
match you.
agree to disagree with this one.
No, you guys usually shower.
I have to tell you and your mother that we are leaving a half an hour earlier than we
Oh,
normally
you threw
leave.
Mom Dukes in this.
I did.
We're going to get an image of Mom Dukes' response. Wait for it.
Her nose will be red and her nose will flare.
Exactly. Okay. Last one, not listening. I feel like that's
That's like selective hearing.
Selective hearing. Yeah. So I didn't necessarily agree on that one either, but I thought that was pretty good. I'm gonna pull out another snack out of my pocket. Just I wanted to make sure.
You know what?
I actually didn't eat today, guys. I was seeing patients all day.
No, is when you eat pistachios.
Yeah, that's
because those pistachio shells get everywhere.
Listen, I'm just trying to make sure.
I have not eaten either.
You want one of these?
No. Those are good, huh?
They're pretty good. Okay.
Those are that. See, you hear it. You hear it. That's a big one. That's a big one because you forgot it for a second.
I just want you to know my executive producer is over here siding with Dr. Ali. It's very hard. A lot of times I feel tag team.
Come on.
It's okay. Sorry, guys.
Do you know what's going on lately in the last 6 months? You get a lot of food on your face that you don't know.
Maybe in my beard.
But you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do not feel like I get a lot of food on my face.
This is a hit on you today.
I can take it. I can handle it.
Oh, my God.
This is what it feels like to be a husband.
Oh.
You're directed 99.9% of the time. It's just how it is. I can completely handle it. All right.
Well, what else is going on?
So, we're driving to Bellingham this weekend to go see.
Today, after work.
Yeah, today, to go see patients.
Yep.
So, tell the audience a little bit about how we came up with our name and the mobile part of our business.
Oh, yeah. So, our name's Bigfoot Podiatry, and Bigfoot came from Jeremy being obsessed with Bigfoot. And so we were walking along and we actually touring a facility that we were about to start servicing. And I saw this image of the Bigfoot and it kind of lit up, if you could say that. And I, at that moment, said, our name's going to be Bigfoot. And so it's been fun. It's been playful. Obviously, you can see people love it as well. And Bigfoot ends up being a big part of just the interactions of patients. And we've heard really cool stories about Bigfoot. And so that's been fun. But our mobile practice came about after COVID. And we were learning about a lot of these senior living facilities that needed foot care. And so a lot of podiatrists tend to go into the nursing homes to do foot care. And post-COVID, a lot of those doctors didn't want to do it anymore for a good reason. And so we kind of picked it up, and now we used to see a lot, and we've limited it down so I can be in clinic more, which is great. And, but we still see, I don't know, maybe 18 facilities that we kind of rotate through. And one of our favorite places to go is up into Bellingham. So we drive about 2.5 hours to go north, almost to Canada.
So we'll see patients all day, and then typically we will leave in the early afternoon, and then we'll catch a ferry. We'll pick up the kids, catch a ferry, and we'll get to Bellingham around 7.
Or we won't do that, and we'll leave at 4 a.m, so we make it a one-day trip.
Yeah, it depends on if you have the kids. It depends on if you have the kids. But being able to go into the skilled nursing and assisted living facilities, I think has just been such an eye-opening experience. We really went into that specific part of our business as a service to our community. We felt that it was our duty to go in and try to help as many people as possible with foot care, especially during a time when things were shut down. And it was a really scary time because COVID was going rampant, but we still felt in our hearts that we needed to do something to serve.
Well, and we have a pretty strict COVID protocol as far as if it's been in the facility. And even now, I mean, we don't go if anyone has been sick and stuff. We live in a multi-generational home, so we have to protect our kids and then also our parents. So it's just one of those things that we have to be cautious of, but it's a good deal.
It's an amazing, it's been one of the most eye-opening experiences for me. And when you see people that are 100 years old, right, and they tell you about their life journey and their life experience, it really allows you to see what's important. And they always talk about it's never money. It's always time with family. And so that's really helped us to shape our practice and what we want our practice to be. So,
but not just our practice, our life. Like we've talked to people who've been married for 60, 70 years, and they talk about, we ask what's been what's the one piece of advice that they would give? And it's always like communicate and humor and say I'm sorry. I mean, all of these
Never
things.
go to bed mad.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Always continue to date each other.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, some of these things that you think sound cliche, but it's really true. And we can become so busy that we lose track of those things. And so we've been having more time since we changed our schedule from 8:30 to 2:30 for balance in life. We've been doing more lunch dates,
Yeah.
which have been really, really awesome for our relationship. It gives us a chance to talk and
eat.
and just spend time with each other without the kids. And so we've been making a conscious effort to make sure that we're spending time.
Our anniversary is coming up.
Wow.
11 years.
11 years. It's been a very awesome journey growing together. People always ask, how are you guys together 24/7? How do you think, I mean,
How do you answer that?
I answer, how can you not work well with your wife? Because people are like, I couldn't work with my wife. And I'm like, I don't understand that. I feel like marriage is working with your wife.
Yeah. I feel are very fortunate that we are best friends. So, and that sounds cliche, but that's just kind of the way it goes. And we do work well together. I think people didn't understand it when we were going through med school because, a lot of people are competitive and we are competitive people. We're very competitive, but when we're not competitive towards each other. And so when we were in med school, I mean, we didn't check grades. We didn't talk about grades. I mean, we just aren't that way. We would grind hard and pull all-nighters and 56 hours without sleeping and then just keep moving. I mean, it's just what it was for us. It was a sacrifice. We didn't have a choice. I don't know. It's fun. For us, it's fun. I mean, for us, it works. And you meet those couples where it works for them as well. I think, unfortunately, a lot of people are not happy in their relationships, and maybe they're not happy with themselves, and so it makes it sad. But
I think it would be hard for me personally to be married for 10, 15, 20, 30 years with a person that I could not
spend
that much time with.
I mean, when you think about it, and I haven't done statistics on this, but it would be interesting to know how many hours a day that the average person spends with their spouse.
The average couple.
Because I bet you, like on quality time, I bet you it's 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day.
Yeah,
because you get up, you go to work, you're working at 8 hours a day, especially in this economy. So whether or not one parent or one person is staying at home doing all the house stuff or going to physically a job, both people are working likely in one way or another. But together, that's quality time on a day-to-day basis. That's a good statistic.
I think it's harder to stay married when you spend more time with your spouse. It's easy when you're like, oh, I only have to see that person for like an hour.
Well, that's if they don't like them. But we know the statistic.
There are people that are married and
no,
like,
but
don't like each other.
When we were in med school and we were having to drive to LA and we were in traffic for 2.5 hours, there was a statistic that we learned about then.
Oh, yeah. It was like,
is that if you're in traffic for longer than 45 minutes a day, there's a higher risk of divorce.
Yeah, I believe that.
I mean, so that was a statistic we've learned about a long time ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's hard. I mean, society is different now too, and the workforce is different, and I don't know, it's harder.
Absolutely. All right, house is getting painted.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So we're super excited about that. As we had mentioned last show, we had partnered with Floor & Decor to get our floors, and so before we get our actual floors inside the house, we needed to make sure that everything was painted, and so we've chosen our paint colors, and we're excited about what that's going to be. Who else
hates painting?
I don't mind painting, really. It depends on
We
the
still
scope.
have to do painting. There's still rooms that we're painting. The moody rooms we're painting ourselves. But
we're painting a bookshelf.
I did not want to
bookshelf.
paint the ceiling. That
the ceiling's
just gives me
challenging.
a headache, neck ache thinking about it. Oh, God. Ow.
Well, you're spraying and it's like this. You're spraying and it's like
my head
falling
just
on
like
you.
gained 10 pounds doing
you're
that,
like,
Lord.
oh,
I'm with your head. It's like,
With my head, I can't get back up. I'd be spraying like this. And people are like, what's wrong? I'd come back
you
to
need
work.
a neck brace.
I'd have a neck device. I'd be like, are you okay? But like, my head was in that position for too long.
Oh, my gosh.
It would be a nightmare, But there's things you have to do because you cannot pay for everything.
No, I know. I would have done it. We were going to do it. Right. But you just, I don't know.
I think
Pace yourself.
for us, the big thing sharing our home projects is just to show that
the truth and realities of
this
these
stuff takes time.
situations.
Hey, I know we're all out there watching HGTV But you guys have people with this false reality, man. I mean, a 6-week
We love
turnover,
the show. Don't get us
it's dope.
twisted.
But it'll have you do in the bathroom thinking it'll only take 4 days, and it's been 6 months. So that's
True.
reality.
It
you
is
know?
true.
I mean, that's a skill set.
Yeah,
It's
you have
just
to
like
find it. Well,
anything.
right. So we were just talking to our excavation guy last night who's been in the trade for, what did he say? 47 years? 53. Something crazy. It's like a long time.
53 years. Yeah.
He's been working with my dad for 40 years or something.
Yeah.
And then he had been in the trade for 53. And it's been his dad and his grandfather before that. And he said he was a dying breed. And it's true. I mean, you can't find. You hear that whistle?
Was that me or you? Did I fall asleep accidentally? Oh my, sometimes I do weird stuff like that.
When that happens and you're like,
Was that
it
me?
whistles.
Yeah. You're
You're
like
back to slobbering.
it's like when you slobber, you wake up, you're like, I didn't even realize that was me. Yeah. Was that your whistle?
Yeah, it was my whistle anyway. No, he's a dying breed in his company and his trade. So he does septics and excavation, and it's hard. It's so hard. And the reality of construction is that the reliability of these people and the trades has gone down. I don't know why, but it has. And then with our society pushing everyone to go to quote unquote college and getting a whatever degree, these trade schools and these trades are going down, and like plumbers, electricians, HVACs, all of these trades are not as prevalent anymore. And
Hey, the people in the trades are winning right now.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, because they're coming in asking
It's hard
for
work, but it's
crazy
not. He
amounts.
said, I don't know what everyone's talking about. I'm only getting busier.
Yeah, I would agree with that because, like you said, it is a dying breed and it's hard. You don't know what you don't know. So how do you go in and double check the electrician?
Well, right.
That's like
that's why you have it
that's like
permitting and
that
whatever,
would be
but
like, oh, hey, I just did your foot surgery, and like, yeah, you can look at X-rays and stuff, but like, you're not seeing every little
there's
detail that I'm
a level
doing.
of trust. That's why. And so
Absolutely.
then word of mouth is always, that's kind of the thing. And that's where reviews came from and Google reviews. But then that's a whole nother topic because you have these people throwing in random, crazy, stupid reviews that aren't even applicable, and everything's with a grain of salt. But on the other side of it, he isn't happy anymore and it's not fun for him. And he's trying to find a way out, but he loves it too much. And then there's the family connection.
Here's the thing. You can love your job, and the people that you work with can cause you to start to lose passion.
Yeah.
Right. And so
right. Or the
same-
system, right? For us, it's like insurances and the medical drama always.
But it's a cycle though.
Yeah.
System changes, the consumer, customer,
right,
patient,
right.
whatever.
The economy changes,
becomes unhappy.
all of it,
And
yeah.
because of that, there has to be some punching bag, right? And I
Yeah.
think right now what you're seeing a lot of is you're seeing
Everything
providers. We
is
can only speak from our
ran,
provider
but it's a
perspective.
consumer world. That consumers are controlling everything because these reviews
'Cause
and all of that.
You can come in and say you had an ingrown toenail, ask for a narcotic, the doctor doesn't give it to you, and then write a bad Google review and state that you went in for a toe sprain.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not giving you a narcotic, even if you have a toe sprain. You went to the wrong doc. Not me at all. So it's
No,
frustrating.
and that's hard, right? Because you have to be careful about how you respond on these Google or these
You cannot
review
respond legally.
platforms.
You're like, you want to be like, you're lying.
You go back, as we know, we go back through the paperwork, we see what was done and what was said, and that's not what happened. And so you ultimately just have to eat it, and that's hard. But
Those
eat
things
it
happen.
just like you just ate that granola bar.
That granola bar and that beef jerky was really, really
I'm glad you got
good.
something to eat.
Yeah, it was. But like I said, excited to go up and spend some time, quality
family
with
time. The girls are
with
excited.
The girls, yeah. That's really how we've kind of incorporated the balance.
Yeah.
Is we want our girls to see how we're providing service for our community,
Right.
which hopefully will ingrain in them how important that is, right?
Philanthropy, yeah.
Philanthropy is so huge, giving, providing service, right? But also taking the time to take care of self,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you have to teach your kids, how to provide service. Just like I feel like you have to teach your kids what love looks like, right?
Right, exactly.
And we're really working hard to show our girls, hey, this is what a father looks like. This is what a husband looks like.
Or a partner.
This is what a partner
A parent.
looks like.
It doesn't have to be gender labeled.
Yes, 100%. You
But
know,
just a positive role in the family community and the general community and all of that. It's not hard. You just need to have good role models and just try to continue moving forward. But speaking of children, we got to go get them.
Gotta go get our babies. Hey, guys, wanted to come in, swing, and spend some time with you. I'm Dr. Jeremy Cross.
And I'm Dr. Allie Cross.
And this is Footprints to Blueprints.
Have a good day, you guys.
Gonna make the world a better place. Gonna make the world a better place. Gonna make the world a better place. Gonna make it home.